You know, I knew Lee Shaffer before then. I recruited him as a young lieutenant at the Air Force Academy. He was at Manlius Prep for the Air Force Academy. So it goes back a long way. I was in charge of his campus visit, but I could talk about Lee a long time. Academic All-American and All-American player at Carolina.
Tremendous athlete, could really run. This visit with Lee Shaffer, brought to you by Fisherman Friends Cough Lozenges. They work, they have to. Lee Shaffer joined the varsity Tar Heels in 1958, 1 year after Carolina's national championship in 1957. Shaffer says the 1958 team could have won a second national championship if not for a key injury.
I saw all this North Carolina basketball from the beginning. And the 57 team was a special team. And our 58 team, I believe, would have repeated as national champions if Joe Quigg, our center, and kind of the glue that held all the personalities together, had not broken his leg.
Despite not repeating as national champions, Shaffer went on to gain All-America status and play professional basketball. His years at Carolina from 1958 to 1960 remain special to him. Coached by Frank McGuire, and then assistant coach Dean Smith, playing with the likes of Doug Moe and York Lorisi, Lee Shaffer was witnessing the birth of Carolina basketball as we know it today. And one ACC game still stands out to him.
Dean Smith was an assistant. When we were playing North Carolina State in Raleigh, they were ranked #1 in the nation, we were ranked #2, and we had the ball out of bounds with 5 seconds to go in the game, and we were behind by 1 point, and the team was gathered around Coach McGuire, and he said, all these people think that I am giving you a play to win this game. He said, Doug, you take the ball out of bounds, you throw it to York, you throw it to Lee, you put it in the basket, and let's get out of here. And you know, that's exactly what happened.
And what has happened to Carolina basketball since then has been phenomenal, due in part to that assistant coach named Dean Smith, who was learning under head coach Frank McGuire. Shaffer could see the makings of a great head coach back in the early 60s.
So we had good players, he was a natural leader, and he put us in a situation where we were able to win. Dean Smith took it to another level.
And Carolina basketball has remained at that level for more than 3 decades. Shaffer, a successful businessman in Durham, is now a regular in the stands at Carolina basketball games. He sees the continuation of the winning tradition that started back when he was on the court.
North Carolina basketball is excellence at a national level, and it's been maintained for 30 years. A consistency that's probably unmatched by any other program. Our visit with Lee brought to you by Fisherman's Friends Cough Lozenges. They work, they have to. Lee's continued to do very well in business, Coach.
He surely has, and he was NBA all-rookie team, and then went to business, and it's been a very great success.
We'll come back on the Coach Dean Smith Show and talk about the week ahead, and it starts today with a tough game against Wake Forest. After this, from First Union. This is the closing week of the first half of the ACC regular season. Coach, you have home games against Wake Forest and Duke.
Well, of course, Wake Forest has been a very good road team. They won at Duke. They won at Florida State. Last year, they beat Temple easily at Temple. They almost had us, but they had us 20 2 years ago. Right. So just because it's home doesn't mean it's done, and the same goes for Duke. We've had a great rivalry. That should be an interesting game. So we're looking forward to the week and hope we can continue to improve and get Donald Williams back soon.
Well, good luck, Coach.
Thank you, John.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for your interest in Carolina basketball.
The Dean Smith Carolina Basketball Show is brought to you by First Union, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina, Coca-Cola and your local Coca-Cola bottlers, the Carolina Dodge dealers, Goodies headache powders and pain relief tablets, by S&K Menswear, Food Lion, Gatorade, and by Fisherman's Friend. This has been a production of Tar Heel Sports Marketing, a division of the Village Companies of Chapel Hill.